Hello, and welcome to another episode of I Move Things Around because I was feeling unmotivated. Let me give you a very speedy tour of what the studio is currently looking like, starting with my office table. I always felt like this area of the room was really underutilized, and I just really love the fact that now I can work on my computer and then take breaks and stare out the window if I wanted, if it's feeling a little warm. Give myself some shade. It's really nice. It's been working out really well so far. And that brings us back to the crafting area. As you can see, I've moved the storage table behind me. I have a giant painting that I'm currently working on because I need art for this wall so that it's not so plain and depressing. And I have my standing desk in the middle of the room because it is on wheels, which allows me to move it anywhere I want to in order to film. And over on this other wall, I've temporarily relocated our art supplies over here onto this side. I don't know if I will be keeping this gallery wall. I don't know if I feel like it's a little too messy right now and there's too much going on. I do like it. I feel like it needs to be pared down a bit, especially if I'm going to be putting art on this wall, and then to have the giant gallery wall over here, and to have the gallery wall in front of me as well. It's just a lot of gallery walls. And over here we have my beautiful new Cricut Maker 3. I am so lucky to have been gifted this cutting machine by Cricut. They want me to do a couple of DIY videos for them so I can show you how you can make use of this Cricut. And that is what we are going to be doing today. Everything that you would want to make gets started over here in the Cricut design space. Let me show you. This is a design that I created while playing around with the Cricut design space using elements that were already available if you have Cricut Access. Cricut Access is an additional subscription, so you absolutely do not need to subscribe. You can create your own art and make things with that, but this is so much easier, I have to admit. All I had to do was type in French Bulldog and all of these images came up for me to use. I was even able to customize this further because the original image, let me filter by bookmarked because I know I bookmarked it. This was the original image that we are using. As you can see, the bulldog is very different from the one that I ended up using. So all I did was detach the image of this bulldog from this graphic and then attach this new one over here, which I think resembles our dog a lot better. So now that we have our design, all we have to do is click Make and take this over to our Cricut where we can print it out and stick it onto his tumbler. With Cricut's new Smart Vinyl, you don't even need to use the mat. You just need to make sure that you insert the material underneath these holders here. And then let the machine do its thing. First, it's going to make sure that the material was inserted properly. And then it's just gonna start cutting. And all you have to do is sit back, relax, and wait for your project to finish. Look at that, the design is cut out. You can barely see it against the vinyl. Let's cut it out and put it onto our bottle. You can absolutely reuse all of this vinyl, which is why I'm being careful to cut around my design so I can still make use of all this excess vinyl to make other projects. I just noticed now the E in people did not come off, but that's okay. It's actually still here, so I can easily just pop that back on. There we go. Would you look at how intricate this design is? And I literally just had to press a button to get this done. That is insane. These cuts are so intricate that I actually can only see them if I'm angling it at a certain way towards the light. And also what I'm doing is I have my design here in front of me so that I can see which parts are supposed to be taken out. Now that that's fully weeded, we can take our transfer tape and put it onto our water bottle. Like so. This is a tip for removing transfer tape that I've seen off of the internet. Bend the backing of the transfer tape backwards with the scraper against it, like so. And this just ensures that the design stays on the transfer tape. Every time it doesn't pick up properly, I just go back and then rub it back down. There you go. And then, because it's transparent and I can see it, we can put it right here. What I love about this project is it's completely customized for the person I am gifting this to. My brother is a big coffee person, and he has two French bulldogs, a black one named Mochi and a beige one named Kobe. And this project was like tailor-made for him. And I love that. And there you have a customized tumbler. This was so easy to put together. The longest part was taking my time looking at all the images available on Cricut Access. But I love that I was able to fully customize something for my brother that suits his personality perfectly. Thanks for joining me for another DIY video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Look, look, look!
Whoa! Hey, it's Mochi and Kobe.
Yeah!
Nice.